here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
Good to go.
So how did we end the last session?
We went to bed knowing that we would try to get more. We would wait for the Fenelon Miners Exchange lady to get info back from her contacts, and we said we would go and hunt for hobgoblins in the meantime.
Okay. That
That is
sounds about
after
right.
capturing Glassstaff and being heroes.
Who, surprise, surprise, turned out to be Arano, the lost friend of Sildar.
Yep.
No one saw that coming. Except for
Because-
Jessica, apparently.
Because D&D games are exactly like soap operas.
Exactly. So I guess today's session would take place where you guys...
He's a dreadlord.
A
You're a
lich.
dreadlord.
I wish.
You guys are level 3, you guys all leveled up.
Yep.
There's a dreadlord. Yeah.
So now we're into the real class features.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't actually get anything at level 3, except new spells. Clerics are front-loaded.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
You sound
Double?
relieved.
I keep pressing the wrong button, and then it changes my mouse mode, which then changes my push to talk button. So
Oh, wow.
She has it set to a bad button.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny watching her say the same sentence 3 times and no one hearing it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I guess this session would start where you guys you wake up from your long rest, refreshed and leveled, in the tavern part of the Stonehill Inn, waiting for everyone else, waiting for the whole party to wake up and decide what to do next.
Fellow woke up early and he's breakfasting.
Okay.
But she'll still be with Isabella.
I don't know, I'm just kind of ready to go.
Sounds like you're still eating breakfast.
Maybe.
All right, so you guys eventually all find yourself at the same table.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
presumably.
And then
And then we eat in silence.
for
Listen
3
to the horse
hours.
slip off outside.
And the chicken?
There's a chicken there somewhere. The soundtrack is way too busy for this town.
Oh, yeah.
So did we want to check in with the miners exchange or give them some time?
Probably
I'm-
literally, it's been like, what, a day? Not even a day. It's been like
Yeah.
8 hours.
It's been a night.
It has been 8 hours.
And I remember her saying that
I
she
say we
didn't
go.
expect us back so soon.
Yeah, I say we go kill some hobgoblins.
All right.
There'll be a date or two.
I
You know,
will,
there'll be some time out in the woods.
Get
Then
up,
we'll
head
come back.
upstairs, prepare his things for the day, and then come back and wait at the door for everyone to be ready to go.
Say that as if we didn't finish. You got to make your spells.
I prepared my spells when I got up.
Okay. I'm ready. All that comes with Gale
Is-
is a net and a sword.
That's the first thing I did.
And I just use the net as a hammock. In the woods.
Wish is ready.
So is Isabella.
Okay. Do we have any
Me-
idea where we're going?
To the north, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna follow the road north and see if we can get a beat on some of those patrols.
Which I thought is also the way we came in from, right?
No, we came in from the southwest.
You know, it's a road that goes up a little north and then it goes mostly west and curves southwest. Like, yeah, he'll show us them.
Thank you, bro.
So I assume the north means like up here.
North meaning, I'll just for clarification, would be following the
Yeah,
trail.
following the Tribor.
There was some stuff at Thunder Tree, right? There was some undead shit going on, and some girl told us about some heirloom that we could take.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
Keith?
yeah, we did. Is that further
In,
up the trail?
I think that's further up the trail.
Technically, the girl only told the location of the treasure to Fowler, I believe, because you
Oh, I thought it was
escorted
me.
her. Or was it
No,
you?
no, I wasn't.
Was it Gale?
I think it was me.
Gale. Yeah, it was Gale. That's right. It was. I know it was only one of you who got the location. In the end.
That was the alchemist shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Under a cupboard or something.
So, do you know where Thunder Tree is?
We can ask. I go outside and wave at some person and go, "Where's Thunder Tree?"
Just some
Even though I
random
could have just
five.
asked someone inside, like the barkeep. Gale goes outside for some reason.
Right.
Roll a investigation check.
Oh, Gail.
Yeah.
You go up to like townsfolk and children, and you keep asking them about this location, and
Sometimes
Some
the
of them
same
look
townsfolk
confused
and
and-
children.
children,
You're just moving too
Old
fast
people,
for your own good.
people that don't travel much or get out much.
I don't even stay for the answer.
Yeah.
I like, "Where's Thunder Tree gone?"
And I bet they would know too, but
Just moving on too fast. Double speeding out of there. Well, I mean, anyway, if you want us to go there, you're gonna have to suggest it, because none of us know about it.
Well, no, I kind of figured that was IC. When I said that.
Oh.
There's another place we can go. And there's probably patrols between there and here. Unless it is south, and then we're kind of screwed. I go, "Hey, wait,
Would I know
Like
where
a-
it is?
Make a history check.
Totally not.
You don't actually recall the location. You may have heard of the name at some point, but
probably just looked up Sildar."
okay, so should we develop some kind of plan for if we come across one of these hobgoblin patrols? Or should we just go and see what happens?
Keep one alive for once. Even if it seems incredibly funny to let one get killed.
Well, we did that last time. We kept that one alive.
And that it was incredibly funny to let one get killed, so we let the goblin kill it. I mean, I thought I was just gonna kick it. I should have realized he was probably gonna kill it.
Yeah, I would too if I was in that situation.
But it was funny. I wonder if he's still there. And then that thought is gone.
Wish
Alright,
will
well,
just
seeing that
shrug.
we're not going nowhere, I'm just gonna set off.
Let's just. Well, I talked to Fowler. Or not Fowler. I'm gonna talk to Sildar.
Okay.
No, hey, I just rush in. Hey, Sildar, where's Thundertree? He's not even there. Shit.
So he darts
Cool
off.
story.
So Gale darts off towards the townmaster's hall, which is not too far off. He is up and he is in the townmaster's hall, just talking with the townmaster. And he would see you enter, and he say, "See, you've decided to get an early start, and I thought for sure you guys would be sleeping in after everything you've accomplished last night." Speaking to you.
Yeah, he is. But then I'm just still waiting for the answer.
Oh,
You rushed in asking that
literally rushed
question.
in and
He
asked him
rushed
the
in
question.
and said that, and it's like just waiting. It's like those are words, not the words I need right now. It's like he's on caffeine.
The location sounds familiar. I know it's a now abandoned town. Yeah, I remember hearing the name from one of the townsfolks, actually. The
Visibly restraining himself from bolting.
the farmer who runs.
The apple orchard?
No, the farm to the south of town here, just below the one who the halfling woman who had the child who knew more information about the red brands.
Oh, the one we
Alderleaf.
completely
Alderleaf, her
ignored.
name was. I believe she mentioned something about it.
Okay, thanks. And he's gone.
Gosh.
He realizes he can go really, really fast, so he's going to continue doing that until he gets tired. It's like a cat, it's in the morning, and they're just, like mine right now, they're just ripping around the house. That's what he's doing.
So you run
Meanwhile,
in,
Fowler's going up the road towards the entrance to the village, but he's taking his time.
I just see
Like,
like
they'll
back,
catch up.
I'm back and forth on and off screen, back and forth while you're just one.
so you run about, well, I guess it's about 200 feet down the road to the farm, and you see.
Well, I would run to the group.
Oh, you'd run to
tell
the
them.
group. Oh, okay.
Yeah, to like, okay, so the kid that we completely ignored that could have showed us where the hidden entrance to the Trecember place was.
The one that saw the ruffians in the forest?
Yes. So apparently this family also knows more about Thundertree. They are a wealth of information we continue to ignore.
Oh. But what's special about Thundertree?
Undead and secret treasure that we were given.
Wish will
I think
perk up
Tyler-
at that.
Oh.
Kinda. Our friend kind of doesn't like the undead, so we're gonna go there, beat up some guys, maybe feed some. I'd say we could go there, beat up some guys, find a patrol maybe along the way, kill two birds with one stone, and then just pause for a second, look at Whoosh, and then say, shit, and
No
come back
offense.
and. I mean, I could try. Rock.
Wish will look over at Gail, kind of click her beat a couple of times, and then she'll let out a meow. Hang on, I got something for this.
Yeah, I think that'd be worth checking out. And I think, like you said, it'd be pretty easy to convince Fowler to swing that way. I'm just wondering if we're on a mission right now, I guess, to find this castle, because we still don't know if this guy's alive or dead, this Gundren guy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hesitant to take on another project while we're in the middle of a job.
I'd say we don't have to get there really soon. It's sweeter to maybe find some patrols along the way, get the information, do what we will with that. But in the meantime, have the secondary goal.
Okay, why don't you speed over to that family then?
Bye.
And I'll start walking towards Fowler. I'm trying to catch up with him.
How about Isabella roll me an intelligence check? Just a straight intelligence check.
We're rolling like
Wow.
gods tonight.
We're basically gods.
Okay.
Why has 3 d6?
You had a thought, but you were distracted by Gail's
Distractedness.
speediness.
Just a thought. I don't know what kind of thought. Category.
You were just something came to mind when you were considering Gundren's safety, but it didn't seem important at the time.
Okay.
Um,
He's fine. He lasted this long. Maybe.
so you rush over to the farm?
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way down the pathway up to the house, and you just circle around, knowing that farmers tend to be in the field early in the morning. And sure enough, you see a middle-aged female halfling working the field, and her a much smaller boy running around playing when he should be doing his chores. She stops her chores and greets you. She says, you're one of those adventurers I heard dealt with those red brands.
You have
Okay.
elaborate bow. Sorry, I cut you off.
No problem. What can I be of service of you today?
I give an elaborate brow. First, your kid was totally right. Don't let him go back there, because there might still be a traumatized goblin. And like 5 red brands in that place. So don't let him go back to that cave in that forest. Second, where is Thunder Tree?
Thunder Tree. Oh, that human fellow must have mentioned it. He was investigating the red brands and trying to find what people knew about it, and he also mentioned Craigmont Castle, and whether or not I know the location of something like that. I suggested that he seek out a friend of mine. I've known him for quite a long time. His name is Quellen.
Well,
Wellen.
Nope, is not Quellen. Quellen is my name.
Okay.
Miss
How old
Ri-
is this lady?
45. She's wise. Sorry, I read the sentence backwards. My friend's name is
yes.
Radoth.
Radoth.
Radar.
Radoth. He's
And?
an old druid. He looks after the forest north of Phandelver and all up this part of the coast. If there's anything to be found in the woods around here, he would probably know where to find it.
Told this to Sildar?
I didn't tell him all the details. I just said I might have known of someone in the area who knows more information.
It literally could have saved me like 20 seconds. Okay, thank you.
He lives in my friend lives in Thunder Tree.
Oh. Okay, so where about back to the beginning? Where's Thunderstream?
Thunder Tree is about 55 miles north of here. If you were to follow the river, leaving east of Neverwinter, you would eventually find it.
Oh, God, that's north.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Does the Trebor Trail like hit that thing again? Match back up there or no?
No, you'd be taking the high road to get up there, but there's a lot of grassland between here and there.
Okay, so this guy up in Thunder Tree, which is super far away, knows about a castle which is probably close between here and there.
As I said, he's lived a long time, and he's taken care of the forest for quite a lot longer than I've been alive. Go ahead, sorry.
Do you know any areas where we might find some hobgoblin patrols? Because that seems like a much quicker way of getting to what we need.
From what I've heard, there's been hobgoblin attacks all across the Trebor Trail, and even the odd one off the high roads. They've become bold as of late.
All right. Yeah. I mean, head off. Keep your kid away from that forest because there's totally a secret doorway to go into the Tresender Manor, and there's like 5 guys we didn't kill, and a traumatized goblin that butchered a bugbear.
The fuck?
I'll
So
keep that in mind. Thank you. Yes.
they're probably gonna come out soon. That was like 8 hours ago. Bye and gone.
She seemed worried by your statement, but also
Good.
confused by your manners.
Oh, that kid getting killed by some traumatized goblin.
Okay, so you dash off,
And I find it.
find the group at the entrance of Phandelver.
Oh my God, Thunder Tree is so far away. It's like way up by Neverwinter, and then go east. But bugbear, hobgoblins are like anywhere. Oh, they're on the trail. They're on the high road sometimes. It's like, they're everywhere. But then there's a guy in Thunder Tree that might know about Cragmaw Castle because he's like some druid that's been all over lands. Just, it's so far away. I mean, I could probably get there pretty quick, but I'll probably get really tired.
It sounds like by the time we even get to Thunder Tree, we could potentially find the castle on our own.
Exactly. And she did mention anything about, because I thought I looked at Fowler. Wasn't Fowler there when we heard about the undead in Thunder Tree?
I don't remember who even told
'Cause
us about that.
Somebody mentioned the undead, and you got real pissed off, or Fowler was like, "Oh no, gotta take these guys out because you're against that."
I think that I don't remember that part.
He was I'm pretty sure Fowler was referring to the skeletons you've destroyed in the cellar.
I was definitely mad at those guys.
Yeah, I feel like someone mentioned is that there was more undead shit in Thunder Tree, and you're like, "Oh, we gotta go there."
Oh,
I don't even remember who told us about Thunder
It'd
Tree.
be one of the prisoners.
it
Oh, was
was the woman Marina that you helped escape from the cellar.
Oh, that's right. No, you were the only one with her.
I just swore you were there, or at least I told you afterwards.
She did mention that the city or the town of Thunder Tree was cleared out because of an undead
Oh.
incursion.
Oh, it made me seem like the undead
Mhm.
incurged on it. And now
Correct.
that's not why there's no one there.
That was years ago, yes.
Okay. So yeah, it kind of sounds like Thunder Tree's kind of useless right now. We can just go out and get a random encounter, let's hope.
Well, she'll tap her head as if to kind of signify we'll keep that in mind, and she'll point towards where they want to find all those hobgoblins.
Are we gonna walk? Or are we gonna take horses and stuff?
We don't have horses and stuff.
Are there horses and stuff we can buy? Because we have gold now.
We tried to go get Sildar.
That's right.
We couldn't find some.
That's right.
Well, and I think if we're trying to capture a patrol, it might be better to be on foot and a little sneakier than galloping up with horses and letting them either scatter or ambush us in return.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm getting really tired.
You look like you have a lot more energy left. I think you're good to go.
I mean, yeah. Alright, so where are we going? Just out?
I guess along the Tribor Trail,
That's would be which way? Left or right we going?
north and then east, I guess.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let's just
Tribor.
walk randomly up this hill. This trail. Alright, I'm game.
Maybe get up close to the. Maybe we can get up close to the woods.
Oh yeah, we just head into the woods randomly.
This is true. I mean, we do know it's north. We could just head north off the trail and see what we find.
I'm pretty sure like the river that this woman told me about Thunder Tree cuts east, so it kind of. They said, I asked her, does the Tribor Trail like meet up with this river? And she didn't really say yes or no, but it still feels like it might be just this section we could just lock down.
What?
Let's just go
Okay.
north. Let's just randomly walk north.
I will follow Gale and
Oh,
try
why are
to
we
keep
following
up
me?
as best as I can.
I was kind of trying to defer to the group.
If you guys were traveling, what would your marching order be?
I
Probably
guess
stealth.
I'd go in front.
I'm in the back.
Well, she'll be beside Isabella.
And Gale's all around.
Probably.
Gale's just
Stealth.
everywhere.
Stealth, probably just in
He looks like a
15 feet or 10, 20 feet in some distance around the group.
like Gale's like a goddamn cartoon. We're walking and he's like popping up from like bushes around us.
Upside down from a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Don't stab
Like the
daggers into
Scooby-Doo
maps.
music.
That ruins the map.
There. Now you guys can move the dagger along the trail.
Right. I am thinking that we could head north to the
I lost the dagger.
Oh, come on.
It went into the wood, the darkness.
to the edge of the forest.
I
'Cause I think
cast
it's more
magic
likely
missile
that
into the
we might
darkness.
find patrols closer to the woods.
Okay.
And then like follow the edge of the woods to the northeast. Or the northwest maybe, because they said they attacked the high roads a little bit, so maybe we should follow the edge of the road to the northwest here. The edge of the woods.
Pretty much just go this way.
Yeah, basically.
I'm cool with that.
I mean, if nobody says anything, fella's just gonna start walking that way.
Yeah, I would follow.
Alright.
Keep my eyes on the tree line, I guess.
Which is with Isabella. Doing
So
the
that's
same
what we
thing.
do, Sumner. Brew.
Okay. So you're just heading north, like off trail.
Yeah, off trail. Trying not to enter the woods too deep, but also like keeping that too far away from where they start getting thicker. and obviously like looking for signs of attacks, or maybe tracks, or like signs of activity
Okay, so
as we go.
basically the way travel on this map is going to take place is you guys can move up to five of these spaces within a 24-hour period, assuming you're stopping to rest every 24 hours, your full 8 hours. If you want to push past that, obviously you're going to be getting into exhaustion areas.
Sure.
So like would it be like an 18-hour travel that would give us 5 spaces, or sleep?
Yeah, it's basically
A full day of travel is 5 spaces.
yeah,
And another day. Cool.
basically it gives you a couple hours for making and breaking camp, 8 hours of rest, and then the rest of the day for traveling.
Yeah, it's not far. We could practically walk back in 3 days. That's never
Okay.
what I meant.
Okay.
All right. So you guys just head north.
Yep.
And you come across. As soon as you get to the fork, actually,
Oh.
of Phandelver, heading north or south, you actually encounter a. Give me a. Since you're in the lead, Fowler, give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Come on, roll well this time.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good job.
That's okay.
You're walking up the trail fairly quiet, and you actually see a group of goblins have. Looks like they've taken out a mail courier, and they're picking through his meager belongings.
Oh, jeez.
You see that there is about 9 of them, all running around, making quite a bit of noise. They're not being very stealthy. So you've seen them far off enough that you can alert the group, and you can reroute, or you can deal with them however you wish.
All right. I signaled to the group, and then I pointed out to them.
Take my sword out.
Well, she'll draw our blade.
And I
Alright.
kind of, I guess we're okay. I guess we're fighting.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. That's just what I do.
I mean, yeah, but he's like kind of gauging what you want to do, and then you both took your swords out. So he's like, "All right, cool."
No, I mean you still can choose how you want to encounter the situation.
So
But,
I'm gonna.
Oh,
Yes.
no, go ahead.
I'm gonna suggest that. Well, not in so many words, mind you, but I'm gonna like kind of signal that they could take cover in on either side of the road. What's the what's around the road here? Is it all like grass?
Mostly grass fields, a few shrubs, and some odd
There's
tree
not really any
cover.
place to hide then.
There's a you could definitely attempt to make a stealth check if you wanted. They're
Okay.
pretty distracted.
Then I'd suggest that they come split up on either side of the road while I go through in the main place like we did with the bandits.
Okay.
I'll go on the right side of the road.
We'll get everyone to make a stealth check then.
Okay. Well, I'm not.
Neither is Isabella, apparently. Okay. And let's just roll one of these. Okay. So you guys are all switch maps here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice map.
And yeah, so you guys can position yourself however you want. They seem too distracted by their current victory to notice you.
How close can we get, like, Bowie?
Did I put you guys on this map?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you might have to update your HP.
No, mine's fine.
Mine's not fun. Well, I guess this is where we're going. This Phallus just walking up the road. You could be the
Okay.
bait. Yeah, I'll hide on the other side of this rock. You'll be the bait.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to stand where I am and let them like hide themselves. And
Okay.
then when they seem good, I'm gonna like take out my warhammer and bang it on my shield and shout and get their attention.
Why was
Okay.
it?
And when they start coming my way, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Let's bring it. Let's try. I'm like, well, why can't we hit this guy? It's so weird.
Okay. All right. So you do that, and they all see you here. So what we'll do is they all turn and look at you. Let me just remove all. I'll get you guys to roll initiative.
Oh, you're right.
Nice. We have our little speedsters there,
And everyone's on
and then
there.
we have Isabella.
To be fair, I think this is the first time that I've rolled like badly on initiative.
Yeah, that's true actually. But see, the nice thing is that they're gonna be coming in all clumped up, and you're gonna be able to like, I don't know,
Ooh, burning
Cone of
hands
Cold
or
them or something. Yeah. Probably not Cone of Cold. I think that's actually a 4th level spell now.
Okay. I'll start this off with Whoosh.
Wish, while still in stealth, she's gonna move over here a little bit more.
Okay.
And she's not gonna attack yet. She wants to catch them off guard behind.
Okay. That's fair. So are you holding an action or?
I'm gonna hold the action until after the goblin's turn, if
You
that's
have to
possible.
you have to specify a trigger if you hold an action. You have to say, "I will do this if this happened."
Well, okay, my trigger is if one of the goblins passes too close enough for her to strike, she's gonna go attack it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I actually have a higher initiative because I forgot that it adds my charisma as a swashbuckler to my initiative score.
Would
So
I
I'm
be able to be
24
here
now.
without being seen?
Oh wow.
Currently, yeah, they were pretty distracted, and then
Okay.
now they're focused on Phandelver.
All right, she's gonna lay in wait here and wait until
Sure,
one of them
okay.
passes.
That's fair.
And they're not
Uh,
even gonna reach me. I
keep
mean,
that
I
in-
have to cast Sanctuary.
Keep that in mind, Gale, for next rotation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I already have it plugged into the thing, so it should work.
Okay. And what are you gonna do with your turn?
I'm going to wait here behind the rocks and wait pretty much till they hold a bow attached until they get kind of in this area right here. Because then I'm going to shoot down on one.
Okay. Fair enough.
A stridler in the back or something when they all move up. So no one even knows he goes down.
Sounds good. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, their movement is just 30. Yes.
just dilate and move, and then drag the horse back.
So they're all gonna run up. Some of them are gonna run up 30 feet. So one is gonna come in within range of you.
Can she do both her attacks on this time?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attacks for that one.
22 for that first one. Does that hit? She does 6 damage.
Okay.
And if it's still alive,
It is still alive, yes.
does 15 hit.
15 does hit.
4 damage.
I mean, you're the goblin killer.
Slaw
Slaw
them all is dead.
Yeah, but now you expose yourself while they're all close
That's
to you.
fine.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Some of them are going to... Let's see, what's the range on that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Some of them are... Half of them are moving up into range to use their short bow attack.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them are actually going to use their dash action
Okay.
to get within range of...
Well, when one of them gets into this little corner, I'm gonna shoot one.
Okay, well...
This is my kill bots.
You could take your pick on any of the three. That
I'll go after the one that's right beside Fowler.
Okay.
And I imagine a sneak attack. I don't get advantage on this, right? I'm hidden.
Not if you hit him while he's moving, yeah. Because you would have attacked him, I assume, before he got in range.
I'm pretty sure it's still gonna hit, but I'm sure it gets
That's still gonna hit.
sneak attack.
You have advantage because they don't see you anyway.
That's what I was saying.
Yes.
Because I'm hidden.
Yeah.
Well, here, just in case it
But yes, it's a sneak attack.
gives me a crit. Oh, no crit. Okay. So the 4 plus.
Oh, that's right. You're a 2d6 now.
Yeah. So, and then I use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
That was good.
All right. So they've moved up.
And move.
Let's see. First short bow attack misses. Second short bow attack misses.
This is all on Julie?
Actually, it's all against Fowler.
Oh.
That one misses.
Yeah.
These are all the ones in the back?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Are they within 60 feet?
It's 80 feet for
Oh,
short
it's 80
bow.
feet for them?
Misses. Oh, God, come on. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. The 4 of them line up like a very professional
Except for the one.
archer range, and they hit everywhere but at your feet.
I kind of
so
look slightly disappointed.
that would bring us to your turn.
But for all I know, they were the one who killed their own guy. Back into the left.
Alright, well, if it's my turn, I'm just gonna... smack him.
Smack him.
I'm gonna step forward and attack one with a warhammer.
That hits. Bludgeoning. What's the 10?
The 10 is for if I'm using both my hands, which I'm not.
Oh. Okay. You do a pretty good hit on that one.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, that's all. That's all for your turn there.
Yep, just keeping the momentum.
Isabella.
Okay. I'm going to cast Firebolt at this guy here and use the twinned spell.
On a cantrip?
Yes. Whatever it's called, meta magic thing. To also affect this guy beside him.
Okay, so do you roll 2 attacks? I would assume.
No, it's just the damage. It targets one creature, but the damage affects a second creature.
Okay, so you roll 1 ranged spell attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
20 does hit. Okay, you've seen this attack miss 100 times before, but this time you watch as just before the spell makes contact with the first goblin, it splits off into a second bolt, and 2 goblins are eviscerated. Fire.
Cool.
Eviscerated by fire.
Eviscerated by fire.
Fire
Whoosh.
be purged.
Oh, sorry, did you want to move, or are you good there?
I'm good here.
Okay.
Whoosh is going in this direction. I'm just gonna make her.
Guy.
She's gonna make her first attack on the goblin beside her.
Okay.
8 will not hit.
8 will not hit.
She's gonna pop her flurry of blows
Okay.
using 1 key. She does 1 unarmed strike.
Ah. He's toast.
That hits. That one is dead.
And then she'll move on to the second one and do a second unarmed strike.
Okay. That one hits as well.
And she'll do 7 damage.
Okay, so you run in and distract them by murder.
Yep.
That works pretty good. As
And
a
she'll stay
distraction.
put. Yep.
Okay.
Whoosh will look to Isabel and she'll give a thumbs up.
You'll have thumbs.
Isabella will nod back.
Is this rough terrain across and around this tree or not?
You could move. You could move through it. It's
I mean, I was just in a burst anyway.
yeah.
I'm gonna pop up over here. Did he have perception on me? Am I hidden? With a 13? I didn't roll too well.
No. No, he did not.
He didn't see me?
No.
Okay, so
Did
then
he
that
see
would be
anything?
with advantage?
Yes.
Yes, he sees Fowler because
11.
Ooh.
11 does not hit. So you make your
Well-
way through the heavy shrub. Unaware the goblin doesn't see you, but you kind of make a sword strike, and that your arm kind of gets tangled in the shrubbery.
So, because I made a strike, swashbuckling allows him to not make attack of opportunity against me. I'm gonna back off and hide again.
Oh, that's cool.
So, for all
Ooh.
he knew, I wasn't even there. Nothing
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
I just pushed.
Good job.
Hide.
You missed it and then stepped back
He
in the
felt an
bush.
extra and he like turned around. There was nothing there. He was like,
I mean, I
Okay.
could have gotten a sneak attack because that's also a thing Swashbuckler does. If I'm the only one on it.
So
What?
you're hidden and no one sees you. Fowler, they're gonna make two
It's nearly almost as best as I could have gotten.
melee attacks against you.
hey, one of them hits.
23 for 7 damage,
Not bad.
and another one. And that second one you easily block with your shield.
Yep.
This one, seeing that the tide is quickly turning against them, is actually going to use his movement speed to dash away.
Which one?
The one that didn't
The one
attack
you
me.
attacked.
Okay. I mean, do we want to play this game?
I mean,
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
I don't want to, but I think the goblin does. He doesn't. He
Okay.
doesn't even know you're there.
No, he doesn't. Cat and mouse.
So he's still on.
Again, freaking cartoon stuff where he's gonna be like running Scooby Doo style and enter a room and like enter a clearing and Gail's already gonna be there.
He's not
Yeah.
even. He's still within range. I could attack him anyway. It's like Jason or yeah, I think he's probably the biggest one. Halloween. What is it? What that's not.
Fires?
Yeah. What's Jason? I can't remember what movie he's from. I never watched them all.
Friday
Halloween.
the 13th.
Friday the 13th
Yeah.
for Jason.
Yeah. So he, they always run and run and run and run, and then they turn around and he's right there.
He'd be another 20 paces, but
20?
I don't think that's an issue for you. Yeah. I just left him on the map for the sake of leaving
Okay.
him on the map.
Yeah, I could easily catch up to him and still make an attack.
Fallower.
On my turn.
Gonna give the one I attacked earlier a little push.
Okay.
I'm gonna curse at him.
Are bells involved?
Yes.
It's one or nothing. Oh, jeez. You got far ends of the spectrum with that one.
Let's see. DC. Wisdom. Actually, this one makes his wisdom
Makes it.
save.
Lucky guy.
And he rolled quite well. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna stand my ground and wait for his counterattack.
Okay. Isabella.
Maybe he'll look behind him and realize that he's alone now.
I will firebolt the one closest to me.
Okay. "15 hits.
Oh,
15
Oh.
hits. Sort of. With 1 seconds ago, you see an impressive display of firebolt splitting into 2, scorching 2 of the goblins. This is kind of like one of those gag fireballs. It kind of like doesn't. It probably goes about half the speed and just sort of slightly ignites the goblin's clothing,
Just a little pat.
and the flames quickly go out. Whoosh. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to ask you if you're moving or staying in spot. I just assume.
Well, yeah, if I'm gonna do it, I'll do it.
Okay. So you move up a bit. Whoosh, it's your turn.
Wish is gonna use devil movement to place itself right here.
Okay. So you charge up to assist Falor.
And then she'll mimic the sound of Gale's swearing in Goblin at the goblins.
And one of them actually does turn to look at you.
Awesome.
I
Gale.
could just like repeat entire conversations in Goblin to her, and then she can save that. And technically, she knows Goblin, but she just doesn't know what she's saying.
No, of course not.
She can speak it, just not understand it.
So I'm going to make a melee strike against the guy. Is it advantage because I dashed? No, Is stealth doesn't have speed, does it?
You
Can't
can't.
remember.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you could maintain stealth while dashing.
Well, yeah, dash is the bonus action. But yeah, sure. I'll still run. I'll be beside him so he just won't get advantage. That's all.
Okay.
Pretty sure 19 hits. And because
Yep.
swashbuckler, I get sneak attack.
You.
Yeah, could have kept him alive. But I was thinking of it, then I completely forgot about that.
He
The
turns
rest of-
around, the music goes. Tsin, 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 tsin.
You guys all see the goblin take flight and run, and you think, well, what's one goblin getting away? And then the next thing you see is the streak of yellow fur running out of the bush. You didn't even know Gale was there. And before you could register what has happened, he's on the other side of the road and outside again. And all you hear is the sound of a corpse hitting the floor.
Would we even hear the corpse hitting the floor? They're so far away.
Potentially.
I'm gonna
He's
myself up
down.
over here. And whatever movement I have, I would make my way back in this direction. But
Sure.
actually, what did I say? That'd be 120 feet. He was 70 off. He was how much? 20 off screen?
Yeah.
Do your own thing. I'll figure it out.
Okay. One of the goblins, after hearing your swear, Julie, is going to make an attack against you
That'll hit.
for 3 damage. The other one's going to maintain his attack against you, Thalor.
Mhm.
And he misses. He's getting a little crowded.
Mm-hmm.
But that brings us back to you.
I'm gonna, after blocking that guy's strike, I'm gonna like nod in the direction of his buddies behind him, inviting him to look.
Okay.
I
You're
can
going-
actually.
Going for
I
an
could-
intimidation here, right?
Yeah.
I
Go
can
ahead.
make it out there and back onto the road with the amount of distance I can cover.
Oh
I'm
no.
standing on top of the horse, just looking magnificent, like sword out,
I
intimidating.
mean, at least it wasn't a natural one.
No.
Oh
it
no. So he goes down and sees this cat. And just, what is that?
wasn't. I guess he just doesn't look. Because
Just-
if he had,
Doesn't pay attention to your nod or your anything at all. He's too distracted by the combat. Is there anything else you want to do? Bonus action?
no, not really. I'm just like waiting for the others to kill him.
Oh, okay.
He's confused and gives you a nod back.
Isabella.
I will firebolt the same one again.
Where did my eyebrows go?
What?
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 Oh, right. Right from the 1 damage fireball. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, that one hit. Hey, she comes back to finish the job.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Was that the one that turned towards Whoosh?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and you moved.
What is the mail carrier guy with the horse? I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's kind of like dead right where Gale would be.
Okay.
Whoosh, it's your turn.
Whoosh is gonna attack.
17 hits.
That's a 25. She has advantage.
Yeah.
It is a critical. Okay, I'll actually say with the the goblin does follow your nod, and it turns around just in time to see the blade of Whoosh come sweeping down and cleave the poor little goblin's head clean off.
Should look behind you. Oh well. Fellow will nod a whoosh and like holster his warhammer again.
I'd like to find the mailbag or something.
Okay.
See if there's any mail in there addressed to anybody that I guess comes to mind.
Whoosh is gonna search
Um,
some of the corpses.
Sure. Roll an investigation check. Both of you?
Alright.
Julie, you find about maybe 20 silver scattered amongst the goblins.
Okay. She's gonna bring that over to Isabella.
As you look inside the bag, it does seem to be all mail addressed to locals within the within Phandelver.
Okay.
Were you looking for a name specifically? You could spend some time later on going through the mail. If you want to keep it, even.
She'll keep it, but no, she was just looking for anything that was super familiar.
Well, anybody send
otherwise
in
she'll
the
just
letter
keep
to
it.
the Rot Seekers or some shit. Oops, I
Or
didn't
to
know they were
Glassstaff.
there. Oh, to Glassstaff, yeah.
Okay. So, just switch back over.
You know, if we want, I could probably get it back to Phandelver and bat here before you guys get too far. I could just start a job in the post office if I get, tired of venturing.
That's true. If we have some downtime, you could take a letter from me up to Neverwinter.
Who are you writing to up in Netherwinter? Is it a secret boyfriend?
Ew. Gross. No. Gross.
Well, she'll look at Isabella
Shouldn't
with a
say
questioning
anymore.
glance.
So let's keep going, shall we?
Wow, such evasion.
All right.
So you guys were heading straight north out of the town, basically?
Yep.
Okay. So I'd say you get to the up to the edge of the forest without too much more event. You could push on through the forest, though traveling maybe a bit slower.
No,
They
we're
were
gonna go
skirting
around
the
it. I
edge.
think we said.
You're just skirting the edge? Okay.
Moving here. I think we have one more before we reach 5.
We also just can't see that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll reveal some of this here.
Ooh. And 5.
So yeah, it starts to. You guys have been walking for about 8 hours. Were you specific? Were you just traveling, or were you like you said you were specifically looking for
We're specifically looking for traces of patrols and
patrols and stuff? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
So you're
tracks or
seeking out the hobgoblins essentially. Okay,
we are hunting them.
Then
Or even like any traces of the castle. Like if we can't find patrols, anything that looks like it might lead,
That's true.
okay,
yeah, like a game trail or
Ruins
something.
and such like that.
I would say amongst the four of you, decide who would be doing the check.
Who's got the
it's gonna be a
highest
survival
survival?
I have +5 survival.
I have +0.
I have +3.
Numero. That's not the right words,
Numero?
but you know what I meant.
Am I allowed to boost myself for that?
Are
Can
you
you
allowed to-
aid him?
Yeah, I would say you have the highest. I'll let you make the roll, and with the help of the party, you can make a roll with advantage because you are in fact hunting
Working
something.
together on this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
look, I found something. I hold up a stick. That's stick, Gale.
19.
I thought you were
Okay.
a cat, not a dog.
As you guys get closer to the woods, the edge of the woods, you do see an increase of foot traffic coming in and out various areas throughout the woods here. You pick up a trail of humanoid-sized footprints, definitely larger than goblin, but they are mixed in with goblin tracks as well, so you get a fairly strong inclination that it is in fact a band of wandering hobgoblins. You feel as though you could probably track them easily enough through the grasslands, heading to the north. They seem to be making their way to the high roads.
Oh, it's heading away from here?
Yeah.
What if we went the opposite direction?
Where does it look like they're coming from?
There's quite a bit of foot traffic all along here, going deeper into the woods.
So it's like they scatter, they come out in different from different directions, meet here, and then go towards the high
Yeah,
road.
they seem to. Well, you take a little bit of time before with the last of the day's light as you guys get up to the edge, and you do seem the footprints all they do sort of meet up into what almost like a small single file pathway heading in one direction deeper into the forest.
Well, we could maybe either wait here and ambush them when they come back, or we could try and maybe follow one of the larger sets of hobgoblins, because they probably went directly from the castle. But the goblin feet are probably everywhere. Valor, do you know which one of these are hobgoblins specifically going back into the woods?
Yeah, I can point out the difference between the sizes of the prints.
Tomorrow we can fight.
You can just imagine Valor being like, well, this goblin foot is like the size of an apple, and this hobgoblin foot is like the size of a watermelon, so figure it out.
I just stare at it for a second.
It
Roll
would
my
be
chin.
way less words. It'd be like, this one's bigger.
Yep.
That'd be it.
It would be way less words. It would just be like pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably like step away a bit and set up camp for the night. No fire, stay low key. Maybe Gale could scout out a bit down the trail, see if we can see anything. But beyond that, I'd play it safe.
Are you saying in the plains, or are we going into the camping in the bit in the forest?
I'd feel less exposed in the forest.
Okay. And then I'll go a little bit a ways ahead and see if I can see where they're going down
I
their single
also
file
think
line.
in the forest, there's more chance of us being stumbled upon. Whereas in the
Camp
plains,
in the trees.
whoever's keeping watch can see farther. Get a little more notice if someone's coming back.
Well, that's true, but also if we're off if we know they're using one path and we're off that path, then they're not gonna like randomly go in the woods.
Well, they randomly come out of the woods and
Anyway,
then
I'm not gonna
go on
argue with much because Fallow isn't going to.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Isabella would
You
follow.
just like point out to what he thinks is a good campsite and say this is good. Be like that be it.
Okay. Isabella would offer to take second or third watch or something.
We shall stand guard immediately.
Do we need to check anything to make sure like we're, I don't know, not being obnoxious?
Yeah, I would say you can give me another survival check.
Disturbing the neighborhood?
You've found the trail, so I'll let you make the other one. Okay, well, never mind. That's good enough. So because you know where the trail is, you have gone up and down it enough, and you found a pretty good blind spot where you know you could probably set up a decent camp, even potentially keep a low fire for the night without being discovered. You just sort of reinforce the blind. And you said, what's our watch rotation? Sorry.
Whoosh is gonna go first.
Okay.
I'll go second.
While Whoosh is out and as we're just setting up camp, I think I was gonna dash a bit down their single file line, come back, and sleep
Sure.
for the rest of the night.
Okay, so you're gonna take some time to just explore down the trail a little bit.
Yeah, the single file line.
And I will take last watch.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh no.
And a just a perception check.
Oh, Sumner.
Oh, you're gonna run smack down into a patrol.
Well, it's fine. I just have to swing my sword and run back. And bonus it and hide in the wood, hide somewhere. Fucking.
Okay.
He's going too fast.
How far down
Natural
the trail
one.
do you think you'd go?
Well, like, what are enough? Probably a bit. First watch is typically how long? Because I would make it back.
Well, it's 8 hours, so it would be
Two-
broken up into 4 watches.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's
So
not
for-
taking a watch. He's going down the trail instead.
Oh, I see.
So then, could we do like 2 or 3-hour watches?
And you need, you
Yeah.
need 8 hour
Yeah.
sleep.
We need
Okay.
8-hour rest.
Yeah.
I think the
So-
watch counts as like restful so long as we're.
Yeah,
So,
that's
if I'm
correct.
c- I would go far enough out to double back and manage to get a decent sleep, like what would have been a
So
full
maybe
night's sleep.
he'd spend an hour going down and then go back, come back.
Yeah, something like that.
You make it. You do your dash down the trail, but you sort of go a little bit too fast down the trail, and you end up taking another path that leads you down an animal trail, and then you get to a point where you feel like, okay, this is far enough. I haven't seen anything, and you've actually, as you look at the ground and you remember what Fallor pointed out, you realize you've been following like deer tracks instead of goblin and hobgoblin tracks. You kind of went off track somewhere, and you don't run anything too scary, but somewhere
you kinda
along the
wasted
lines,
your
you
time.
wasted your time. Yeah.
Did I make it back at least?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You didn't get lost. That's one thing.
Okay, yeah, I was worried about that.
Yeah,
get
with
back
that
and I
perception,
just-
you could have been in trouble.
I just get back and sit down, and I didn't see nothing.
Like, well, shit, I'm lost in the woods
And if
full of
I'm only
goblins
like,
in the middle of the night.
so it's just the floor, the plains, and I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not well. Yeah, I mean, if I can get a decent rest in, and then maybe wake up and get an earlier march, so someone can else go to sleep, and I can take like a hour or so watch in the morning just to help out a bit. I'd do that.
So
Very good.
who was third watch?
I was third watch.
Okay. The rest of the night kind of goes by uneventfully. You don't hear anything come back down the trail, up or down the trail. You gather that the tracks that the fresher tracks that you saw were a band of hobgoblins that probably would be a day or so out, so they wouldn't have made it back this night. And you guys make camp in the morning, and you're free to move again.
Well, up or down?
I think up. We know the castle isn't going to be between here and the high road, or we would have seen it on our way down from Neverwinter.
Right.
So probably in the
So
forest.
Fallow nods, and where we start heading deeper into the forest.
Okay, so you guys are following the trail. If you want to roll a stealth check, actually, I'll get the group to roll just a group stealth check.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Is there something special for that, or do we just all roll?
Just all roll.
Oh, hang on, I had disadvantage. Yeah, that's no bad.
No, still that's pretty good considering the armor. And group overall is you guys are moving fairly quietly down the trail.
Clang.
I'll get you to roll one more survival check just to maintain the trail.
Okay. Am I getting help for that one too?
Yeah, I'd say Gale definitely knows where not to go after his excursion. Okay. As you continue walking down the trail, you notice more and more pathways converging on a main highway, if you will. Give me 1 second.
One.
Did we just skip like half of chapter 2?
Probably. I mean, we can always come back after we save
Yeah,
the dwarf and do all the side quests.
Sure.
I know I know what's around the druid. That's one thing I remember.
So you follow the path for another maybe 3 to 4 hours, and you find a small road clearing to a fucking castle in the woods.
Oh, jeez.
Fancy that.
Beautiful.
Hey guys,
See them.
I don't think we need that hobgoblin patrol.
Oops, that's the opposite of wanted. Based on the amount of hobgoblin and goblin tracks coming within and out of the area, you feel fairly confident you've found Craigma Castle by stumbling through the woods.
Awesome. It's not that far deep in either.
No.
We actually went the wrong way.
It really wasn't that hard to find.
No.
Well, you rolled pretty well.
I did roll pretty well, but I had advantage, so.
All right then.
High survival. It comes in useful.
Sorry, I'm going to read the generic description here now.
Take your time. I think you weren't expecting us to get there.
The castle consists of 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights.
Yeah,
But
interesting.
the upper stories are all in varying states of collapse. A short flight of steps leads up to a terrace in front of the main entranceway. Past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowed hall. Round towers loom over the entranceway, with dark arrow slits looking down on the terrace.
How big is this place?
Let's see. It's over 100. It's over 100 feet by 100 feet. It's quite a fair sized castle. It definitely must have been more impressive at one time than
Would I
it
be
is
able
now.
to tell, like, what kind of castle it is? Like,
It's Craigma Castle.
if it was built like it? No, but I mean, if it's like human style for some sort of lord that might have been in the area at one point, or
Bastion of defense. Like, what is
just
the purpose of the castle?
architecturally, like.
Let's take a look here. You could roll a history check.
Do I get advantage because of stone cutting?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that one.
I just tried to use that one because it's the most specific freaking thing.
No, you're not. It's made with concrete. You have no idea what this is.
Oh my god.
The structure, you know for sure, is not of goblin construction. Nor is it the structure's original name. you recall that this structure, you heard of a structure that was raised by wizard nobles um, from long, long ago, and the wizard nobles once controlled the northern areas of Neverwinter. So it was probably a stronghold that was once owned by a powerful wizard, long since dead, based on the estate, the current uh, structural integrity of the castle. The masonry starting to fail, but I mean that's human masonry, right? Not dwarven.
Yep. Sorry. All right, then let's see if we have a way in that's not like the massively obvious entrance.
Yeah, Tresender had a back door. This one probably does too.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna go around, I think, unless someone has something else they want to say.
I think it's a good idea, but I won't do it. You will go first. You can find things, man.
Right. So Falor, without another word, sets out on the periphery of the clearing to check out the other side of the castle, the other walls of the castle.
Okay.
I'll hand with her. I'll go with you.
So you make a loop around the clearing.
I'm trying to figure out if there would be like an obvious dungeon or prison building.
Okay. I would say roll me a perception check. Give me. Yeah, give me one perception check. You did, as I said, perception check like 4 times. As you circle to the north of the building, you see that on this side of the building, there's a couple of the towers are completely crumbled, and you could see somewhat into the castle. There's another entranceway on the north side, which it blends in quite well with the rubble. Thinking you wouldn't be able to get in there, but you see a small footpath leading up into it. There's still, however, a slight arrow slit still intact on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to keep circling around? I'll probably get you to roll a perception check for each side of the building.
Okay, I'll finish going around.
Okay, I'll get you to roll another perception check for this side. This side of the building seems to have withstood the elements and time. Yeah, the east side of the building.
Okay.
You could see from here that the most intact structure is also the largest structure. But you see no entrance on this side of the building, and it seems fairly well guarded. Quite a few, well, not guarded, but there's quite a few of those arrow slits on this side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want to make your way back around, one more perception check. Okay. To the south, on the south side of the building, you notice more arrow slits, but there is another side entrance gate. Though it seems, for the most part, unguarded. There's no one at the entrances that you can see.
We haven't
There
seen
is-
anyone at all, right?
Yeah, there is not yet. No one on the outside. There is another tower on the left-hand side from where you're facing that is also destroyed and fallen away, but it doesn't seem passable at this point. Like it's too high and the rubble's too loose.
Mhm.
But you do see the side entrance staircase on this side of the building.
So I'd come back to the group at that point. And
Okay.
Gail was with me?
Gale was with you, yeah.
Right, so I'd look at him for like confirmation, but then I'd point towards the north as the most likely entrance.
That's the one with the single arrow slit on it.
You said on that side there was also like a partially collapsed tower would be able to get in from.
Yeah, the building was the building you're like the way you're facing now from you guys are facing it from the west side of the building. The left tower is destroyed, but probably not climbable. The way the entrance you saw was more center of the north and a sort of a hidden pathway you kind of noticed there that was slightly less defendable than the rest of the entrances.
I see.
I kind of like that one, and also I could just scale the wall and stab someone if they're inside the arrow slit.
Oh yeah, we could have you scale the wall first and see what you can see.
So let's head over there.
Yeah.
Does the whole group's heading to the north?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which will nod.
All right. You guys, let me see if I can do this properly.
What the bird is that?
It's very pretty.
Where the hell is Gale? Oh, under the horse, right?
Mais où se cache Carmen San Diego? Elle fait le tour de la terre, du Québec au Nicaragua. C'est la reine cambrioleur de Paris jusqu'à Sydney.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to this map. Same thing as the Red Brand hideout.
Okay.
Just
don't,
because
don't
go all willy nilly through moving your icon through the castle.
Right.
This is just so you guys see what the entrance looks like.
Okay.
You wouldn't be this close either, I assume, at
No.
this point.
Probably not. No.
Oh, I might try. Would you want me to roll stealth again, as I get closer?
Yeah, I think he's gonna
Ooh.
go in to scout it.
What is that I see through the window?
Shh. Only I can find out.
I'm not sure because
Ooh.
what do you? Oh, because Oh, there we go. That's awesome. Okay.
Imagine this is the arrow slit you were talking about right here, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and scale the wall.
Okay, yeah. Roll a stealth check.
I did.
You did? Yeah, it's a good stealth check.
Yep.
Okay,
That is a good stealth check.
Give me one
And
second
once
here.
I get to the arrow slit, I'm gonna poke my eye in.
All right.
I'll poke first with the sword, then I'll poke my eye in.
Just rolling some perception checks here. I mean, I'm rolling something.
Good luck. I said it's near natural 20.
Oh, you're right.
19. Oh, hey, they might get a natural 20, so.
Give me 1 second here. I gotta switch to the proper page.
You see a cat eye just poking, looking in. It's like, what the fuck is that? Now the best part is I have to roll perception, but I assume I'm gonna have to roll it, and I'm probably gonna get really bad.
3.
I'll be like, hey, no, there's nothing in there. Turns out there's 5 goblins.
Roll a perception check.
There we go. Hey!
Hey.
Nice.
So, within the room, let's see.
Couldn't get
This
her hand
chamber-
crossbow right now.
This chamber occupies the northern tower of the castle. A stone altar stands in the middle of the room, covered with a blood-stained black cloth. Golden ritual implements, a chalice, a knife, and a cistern are all carefully arranged on the top of the altar. 2 archways to the south are covered with heavy curtains. Within here you see 3 goblins doing some odd, almost religious-like ritual. Let me see if this actually will make them appear for you. Can you see them?
No.
I
Still
see one.
muted.
I can see 2.
I don't see anything.
I think because you're between the wall.
It's because you need to be
there we
at
go.
one. Yeah, there you go. You're not actually in front of the window.
What does it look like they're doing?
I'll do this. It looks as though one of the goblins is leading a odd prayer ceremony to this makeshift altar here. There's some odd engravings on the side you can't really make out just yet, but
I can speak Goblin. Does it seem like they're praying to something? An entity?
Yeah, you hear
The black spider.
the goblin god Meglu. What the fuck?
Meglubier?
Meglubier? Yet? Meglubiet?
Oh, Maglubiet.
Yeah, obviously Meglubiet. The god of the goblins.
I got the best idea.
One of the goblins is claiming to hear voices. He's claiming to. Meglubiet speaks through
Oh my
him.
god, you speak Goblin.
Oh my god.
I'm just waving my arms. That's amazing. I would like to just
ahead.
whisper into the room. Kill them all. Kill your friends to appease me. Kind of like something of that effect.
Oh, okay. You're saying this?
I'm going to say this in Goblin into the room. Kill everyone to
They'll-
appease me. Kill
they'll all
all.
hear it.
Yeah, like I want them to, even if it's not just themselves, but just to get the impression that everybody else, they
Okay.
should all die.
Make a performance check.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I got a +5.
No.
Oh, God.
Oh god, Yale. Nice.
They're all still speaking Goblin, and they're the 2 of them are praying at the other 2 are praying at the altar. The one seems to be leading the ceremony, and they kind of like chatter back and forth, like, "I thought you said only you could hear. I can hear the voice too." And the other one says, "Yeah, me too." And they all kind of look at each other, and the two goblins on the outside both attack the priest, the one who's claiming to be the priest.
And I just watch.
Oh jeez.
You really
Yes.
didn't like that guy. Oh, I love Gale.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
jeez.
Wow.
So the two of them, they get in a scuffle and they actually attack. They actually kill the priest.
Mm-hmm.
And then they eventually look at each other, and they're having a verbal argument over who should be the new leader. And then they make a few. Then they get into it with each other. So you're watching through this window as these two goblins are fighting over who's going to be the new priest of whomever.
Maglubiat?
Megubiath. And after about
Cuckoo.
12 seconds of intense battle and argument over this bloodstained altar, this one has come out the new champion, and he removes the robes from the former priest of Meglubiath, and he starts speaking to you. I've done as you asked, my lord. What is your next bidding?
Good. Continue your work in this. Continue spreading. I wanted the coat cut. Continue to cleanse the rest. And
Cleanse
then
the rest?
leave.
Okay.
Cleanse the rest.
They're not worthy.
You see him.
Only those who follow you can stay. And when everyone else is dead, go to. Fuck, where do I want them to go? Go north. Go north.
You see him.
Find riches and new plunder.
He's like, it's oddly specific, but okay. You see him disappear behind the curtain.
Oh fuck, he's gonna get self-killed in like two attacks.
Immediately, yeah.
I don't care, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
I did a hop down and run back to the group and just giggling and explain what just happened.
We're still a ways away, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna run back.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell the people what you did. Fellow will actually start laughing out loud, like uproariously.
I kind of wish there was a way I could have said it
Like he's
and,
super happy about it.
and like leave the dwarf on the front lawn, but that kind of been weird.
No, that would have
So-
been weird.
Yeah, hopefully we just wait out. Let's just wait a bit. Let's just wait a bit. Give them an hour. See how they do. Give them half
I
an
agree.
hour. Let's just wait out here. Give them half an hour. See what happens. And if they all come out in droves, then we just quit.
Yeah, we don't want to get caught up in the middle of whatever you started.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, so if he can try and convert some to his cause and just did a posse, rebellion posse going through.
Okay, should we head back into the forest a little ways and just give them some time?
I think so.
I know. I think we should go in and take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But that might still end up unifying them against us if they're in like a civil war inside for at least 5 minutes.
Well, we just have to be careful.
Okay.
If you're going in front of us, they won't see us. Probably.
And I can
anyway.
try. Oh, I could try and keep like pushing them on, and egg them on.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if you want us to go in, that's cool.
Okay. I will take this opportunity to cast Mage Armor out of my staff.
Ooh.
Woo!
My first magical item ever in a game.
Yeah, because we keep stopping before level 3.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
You know,
Oh.
I was just like waving my arms and like just joy of what I could potentially do was great.
Okay.
Let's just see the words of my.
So I'll take point, but I'll let you scout ahead.
Sure. I'll roll stealth again.
Sure. Yeah, as you guys approach the castle, for sure.
Ah, I keep fucking getting 19s.
Is the entrance here?
Yeah, I think
yeah.
so.
Just move up one more space. and
We're
you'll
all
be in the
rolling
room.
stealth.
Ah, okay.
if you want, um,
We're all
Well,
rolling
describe
stealth.
each room.
if you you can roll stealth as if you want.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that was bad.
Do you want to like describe each room as we kind of get into it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we are not stealthy.
Wow.
We're
I
just
might
like
just
stomping
fucking
around.
leave you guys all by yourself.
It's a good thing you're going in front of us. You can warn us
Yeah.
before we run into
So
something.
describe it as I enter each room, and then they can follow into the room after me.
Pretty much.
So in this room,
This tower is almost completely collapsed, although the ground floor still has a little open space. Rotting crates and ancient barrels show that provisions were once stored here. A heavy curtain blocks a crumbling area to the south, and an intact door leads to the east. To the north, a short passage through the rubble ends before the screen of canvas, which is sort of how you guys entered through. You were able to spot the entrance and enter this room, coming up the secret pathway.
I see.
So essentially, there's a door, like there's a curtain here,
There's a door on the right.
and an intact door on the right, and this is just impassable, crumbled mess of
Okay.
the inner castle.
can I peek through this curtain, see what's beyond?
Yeah, you can take a look in
Pay
there.
no attention to the cat behind the curtain.
Just take a look and roll a perception check. You can just move your character forward if you want.
I got it grayed out at least, so.
It seems to be just an inner hallway. You can sort of make out a door to the west and another curtain to the south, and there seems to be a lot of through traffic, but nothing of importance in this room. Just a hallway.
Do I hear any scuffling? Any goblin civil rights? The new Marglark order, whatever the fuck his name was.
Marglark.
He's a Murloc now. Order.
You don't actually hear much of anything.
Got stomped immediately.
No yelling, no screaming.
Shit.
Well,
You ran out of the room
Uh,
and tried to order some hobgoblins around.
yeah, he got crushed. Is this door locked? Because if it's locked, I'll kind of keep it locked, and then I'll move on somewhere else. Because I want to go in the middle there.
Roll an investigation check. The door is intact, but it does not appear to have a lock.
I kind of just like keep an eye on this one. I want to poke my head in here,
Okay.
and I guess I get that far. Anything else?
You see another door to the side of the hallway.
Okay. I don't want to listen on how my religion's going. So can I listen on this door?
Yeah, that would be the room. You kind of get the feeling like that would have been the direction he was headed. As you listen through the doorway, you don't hear much of anything. It's actually sounds pretty quiet.
Okay. Oh shit. We're here for a dwarf. And I kind of poked my head back in here. Hey, Fowler,
Is it?
where would prisoner be kept in a place like this? And I explained the layout of the next room, of the way the doors are. Like, which way do you think I should go?
I might be able to help with this if I can get into a central location. I have detect thoughts.
Wow. Well, the next area seems okay. Doesn't seem like there's anybody around.
It's just only a 30-foot range, but I can detect the thoughts of any creature within that.
How long can you keep it up?
Up to 1 minute.
Hmm. It's also up and down too, so if you want, I'm gonna go back in here and kind of just look on the other side of this tapestry. Where the fuck did this cloth? Make sure no one's hiding behind it.
Oh,
Just-
never mind. I have to
What?
be able to see the creature.
Oh,
That's that.
Yeah.
You want to look around the next canvas?
yeah.
Canvas.
I want to look into this area.
Okay. It just seems to be another hallway heading to the south. You
I said
kind of
this room
notice.
is clear, so I'm gonna step in.
Yeah, there's another doorway to the south, and another doorway to the west.
I have no idea which way to do. I didn't expect this many doors. Doesn't sound like anything's over here. So I'm going to check this one because it seems like these two are blocked off, and this is probably the main throw. I want to perception or check through this door.
Okay.
See if I hear anything on the other side of it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh man.
I was doing great, and then I stopped.
You put your ear up to the door, but you don't really hear much. You can hear the faint sound of a brazier or a fire.
I kind of feel like this is the way I'm gonna check. So I'm gonna open this door up a bit and look through.
You're gonna open it up.
Yes, open it up a crack and look through. If it's, I don't even check for trap slots. He's very inconsistent. Oh no, I see
Do it.
something.
Do a reflex save.
Well, I see something
You
else.
open the door and 3 red brands stab you in the face. God
second
damn
here.
it.
I think there's a bug with the lighting down in that
Oh.
bottom area because we see into the south room. On
Oh,
the,
Yeah, there's like a little line.
you can
that
see
goes-
somebody there.
Oh, I
I
can't.
think I know what that is now.
Give me 1 second here. I don't have something set up.
Take your time.
Where are these stupid guys? I knew I forgot something. Okay, yeah, you peek in through the door, and you see 2 hobgoblin guards posted on either side of the canvas, the canvas doorway, just on the other side of a
Oh,
fire
shit.
pit.
I just kind of said, "Oh no, shit," and I just kind of look behind me, and go, "Shoo," and then I have like with 2 fingers, and then I have like a use both hands to kind of indicate really tall.
Oh shit.
Ooh, that means we might. Huh. So there's that back door. Ooh, which way? Because I kind of, I'll move back a bit, close the door gently, move back, and then like, okay, so they're over here, and it kind of looks like there's this back door here. We've already dealt with an asshole who ran. And if there's 2 big guys, there might be someone behind it. Did we know anything about a big guy here, like a boss guy? I don't think so.
Black spider?
Yeah, black spider.
Black spider? Maybe he's here. squash him.
Our problem
this-
isn't black. Our problem isn't black spider. We're
No.
looking for Durgrin.
I feel like he wouldn't be in a room where there's 2 entrances, so let's go somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Well, check that first door again.
This one up here, you mean?
Yeah.
That would probably open up to the room that those guys were guarding.
You think it's the same room?
I think it's the same room.
All right.
I'm gonna check
Put the bed down there.
this room,
Oh.
and then I'll pop it open just a bit. Look in.
Okay. You roll perception. Oh, did I ask you to roll perception yet?
Do you want me to? I will
Yes,
roll
yes,
perception.
roll a perception.
Hey.
Much better.
As you go to open up the door, you notice a small bit of blood being pooled at the bottom of the doorway.
Oh, jeez.
And as you peek inside the room, let's see. The western portion of this large hall ends in a wall of rubble, but the remains are still intact. This must once have been a castle's banquet hall, with soaring ceilings 20 feet high. 2 large wooden tables with plain benches stand in the middle of the room, and a brazier full of glowing coals is tucked into the corner. Dirty dishes, half-full stew pots, and moldy heaps of bread and gnawed-on bones cover the table. You're able to get a pretty good view, but the first thing you notice is your disciple has been killed upon entry into this room, and the room itself is filled with quite a few goblins.
The blood got all the way over here, or
He's right in front of the door. Like, his body is like, he must have came in the room and started spouting off his
bullshit.
proclamations, and they put him down.
Okay.
Xandric entered channel.
Hey, Zan.
Close the door.
I guess it means the chapel's empty now. We can go loot it.
It's like there's a lot of goblins in there.
Let's not go in there.
They're busy eating
Yeah.
and talking amongst themselves.
Parting.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
absolutely.
Channel. Xandric, I've come to haunt you.
So yeah, let's check this door. I guess up here. I'll pop it open a bit. Make sure there's nobody inside the hallway. I'll just roll because I know it's what
Yes.
you expect.
Yes, yeah.
I need to pull that apart. Separate bar.
Let's see here.
While he's doing that, I'd like to keep an eye on this other room. That nobody's coming through that top door.
Oh,
Okay.
probably a good idea. I'm just following Gale around.
The high, narrow hall looks as if it might have been part of a chapel or a shrine at one time. Angelic figures are sculpted along the room's upper reaches, looking down at the floor below. To the north, heavy curtains block a matching pair of archways. Between the archways is a cracked but
Xandric moved to lobby.
ornately carved stone brazier.
Shit.
It's dark. There's no light within this room.
I have light. I have low light vision, so.
Okay.
I look back to the group and go, wait a minute. Kind of want to start another revolution. You guys think it's a good idea if I went back to the other door and started whispering shit inside again? See if I get all the goblins agitated?
Well, if they didn't listen to that one,
I don't
then
think it
I'm
will
not
work
sure.
again.
If they
Yeah.
didn't listen to the one, he's bullshit. But
Under
if they
that.
suddenly hear voices too, I mean, this is exactly what happened to the other two. they're like, "Oh, you don't hear anything. I hear something now," and they killed him.
But
If
they
that
were already
entire room
praying.
of goblins, I just think if that entire room of goblins heard something like, "You've killed my chosen, but there is still chance for one of you to rise. Prove your worth. Maybe another attempt. Maybe on the way out."
I think if they killed someone in robes, then I don't think that they care so much about the god.
Maybe.
You know?
So, I didn't see too much in here. It's pretty dark. I'm just gonna go in. And then
Okay.
I guess I'll look.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, I'll go up into the cathedral.
And I'm gonna follow.
I'm just following him.
What's the marching order through here? Is Whoosh taking up the back?
Probably. I think
Likely, yeah.
Because you won't be able to
Neil.
see in here.
I'm
Oh, in
pretty
there.
eager to get into the
Well,
chapel.
we can hold her hand, rock her in. Or if I move the curtains aside, light will pour in.
As you guys
Presumably.
pass through the dark, unlit chamber,
Everybody back up.
I will get Whoosh to make a perception check. With disadvantage. Sorry, I was gonna say with disadvantage because it's dark, but that's with disadvantage anyway.
Why whoosh?
Because she was taking up the rear.
Okay.
All of a sudden, the light is very low in here, and you're not able to see. From above, you hear the sounds of something letting go from its perch, and a creature drops down on top of you, Whoosh.
Oh no!
Alright, everybody back up. I guess I would have been in. Would this have been when I got into the next room or before we got into the next room?
You probably would have been in the next room, and I would say Whoosh would have been the last through the door. So maybe down here even.
I imagine we had her like held her hand, so she could, wasn't blind. Or
Yeah,
Isabella or
I would
something.
have thought Whoosh would stay very close to Isabella.
Yeah.
So a creature drops off the ceiling and makes an attack against you. Does 16?
Her AC is 16.
Okay.
That hits.
It makes a tentacle attack against you and pulls you in close to its beak and makes a second attack.
Oh god, so how much damage is she taking?
8
11?
plus 3.
11.
You can hear, as soon as that hits, you can hear Wish saying, "What an asshole!" in Kale's voice.
I'll get you guys. Let me just clear it. Get you guys to roll initiative.
Well, I'll roll to get back up there.
Yes!
I'll stick with my 8. Unless you want me to keep this one.
Stick with your 8.
Stick with the 8. Because that was the first one I rolled.
Okay, let's...
You're
I
gonna
don't
need
think
to put
anything of
Summer
it.
back on the...
I'm back up. I put
you are.
myself back up there
Okay.
and changed the thing.
Here's what I'm trying to do. There we go.
Oh, right.
I'm probably not going to think anything of it. She says it all the time.
Alright. The creature drops down and makes an attack on you, Julie. Let's see. Descending order, it's... Oh, I didn't roll initiative for him. That's because I added the number 8. I think you probably have higher dexterity,
Probably.
Gale, so I will bring up his stat sheet. What's your dexterity modifier? Yeah, actually yours is
3.
higher for sure. Okay. Whoosh. It's your go.
Alright, she's gonna start off with a short sword attack. And that would crit.
Can we see this thing now?
Wait, what is it? 8
She's
plus
in
1.
the other room.
There's technically no light in here, Julie.
So that would be disadvantage?
Would
Right.
be with disadvantage.
So a 13 doesn't hit?
It 13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Then she's gonna pop one of her flurry of blows to do 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay,
14?
14 hits. All right.
Wonder what its AC is.
Second strike, 14.
14 does hit.
She'll do 7 damage.
Awesome.
And that's her turn.
Just punching yourself
You
in
can
the
move.
face.
Oh, she would to take a disadvantage, like one of those.
Opportunity
No,
of
wait,
attack.
I thought it was on you.
It's not grappled, no.
But it'll still take
I can't see in there, so.
Yeah, but also like we can't do much unless we know something's happening.
Well, she did call out when it initially
Yeah.
attacked her.
Yeah.
Something you say all the time. So yeah, I would just completely ignore it.
I think whoever is ahead of her would have some idea.
Probably.
Mhm.
Thankfully, the next person in line.
Isabella, you look behind you. Just as the curtain closes behind you, you see the creature drop down momentarily behind her, making 2 attacks, and then her returning with her own.
So behind her, like directly opposite whoosh from me?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to move here and I'm going to cast Burning Hands in a way that doesn't get whoosh in there. So like more in a diagonal,
Okay.
like southeast from me, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to roll dexterity save. Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Saving throw. It failed its saving throw, so it takes
full
13
13.
damage. So did you run around to through the other door, or just like kind of slip by her?
Oh, I imagine that I like slipped by. Is that enough space there to do that?
Yeah. Whoops. So you slip around and you cast this spell, and you watch as this creature, this worm-like creature with octopus appendages and beak in its center, kind of reacts and writhers around from the flames you've sprayed it across it. You've definitely hurt this creature quite a bit. Are you gonna hold your? I mean, is that everything for your turn?
Did that illuminate the room briefly?
Briefly, yeah.
Did I see this behind me?
The brazier? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You would have seen the brazier.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna use a sorcery point.
Okay.
The
Quickened?
the quicken spell to cast firebolt into the
Is that
brazier as a bonus
Actually,
action.
allow.
It makes an action cast a bonus action.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. But by the standard rules, even if you can't cast 2 spells in one turn, unless
That-
one of them's a bonus action and the other is a cantrip that takes a standard action.
That's what the quickening spell does, though. The quickening meta magic lets you turn a spell into a bonus action.
No, I'm saying by the
You change the
spellcasting
I
rules.
casting
understand what
time
he's-
to one bonus action
Yeah,
for
but
this
I know what Tin's saying.
He knows what I'm saying.
Standard rules. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, not only do you usually need an action to cast a spell, you can cast 2 spells in one turn. Unless one of them is a cantrip. So I think it still works.
Firebolt is a cantrip.
Yeah, well, the wording is a cantrip that the standard action has to be the cantrip, and the spell has to be the bonus action. But I'm not gonna get into it. I think it's
You'd
fine.
still kind of do it anyway. Just
I would say, considering she's just lighting a torch, or lighting a brazier, I would be willing to allow that to go. I see what you're saying. I kind of gone back.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to make it a big thing. I just started reacting and then realized it was kind of pointless.
it's kind
That's
of
all
just
good.
changed the order in which you did things anyway. So
Yeah, it was more like if I had thought of it sooner, I would have done it the other way around. But I
Mhm.
thought of it like halfway through, and I was like, oh, maybe I can still do that.
We'll say it's the brazier's lit. Okay. The creature, now that you
Is it
see
Gale's turn?
I go next.
Gale's turn goes next.
I'll turn around and I see fire from us. What the hell's going on? Again. Oh, what the fuck is that? I can move through their space, right? Be all right. I kind of do a little jimmy around it.
You can move through friendly target space for sure, yeah.
Alright.
So you would be able to get around it.
Yeah, I'll jimmy around it and then stab it in the back. With advantage, just now I'm flanking.
All
Hold on a
right.
second, okay, we got a wasp in our room.
Oh shit.
no.
1 second.
Better a wasp than a grick.
Justin Brewer are having a battle on their own now.
Just turn the music up and play it in your own place.
We have one of those fans that sits in the windowsill,
So
but it
bubbly up
doesn't
there.
go all the way up. So we have a gap of just open window, and we don't have a screen on our window.
Oh.
Put some like tack around that stuff if you can.
It's like a pretty sizable gap.
Ooh.
There are, I have at least, no, it'd be for something else. There's like little things, extendo things you can get. It's like it would be the width of whatever wind you would buy, and it would kind of stretch to fill the gap. Just be like a piece of plastic inside.
Crisis averted.
Okay, you got it?
It did.
Cool.
Good job, Brewer.
However,
How many misses did you have?
it landed on the windowsill, so
Natural 20.
I used my notebook.
And then he put it back on top of all of our papers on our desk with the bug guides on
It's
it.
just a little bug juice. It's fine.
Oh no.
However, that rapier attack didn't hit.
No.
No,
no.
not at all.
I'll use a bone. Yeah, fuck it. I'll use a bonus action and just stab it with a dagger.
Oh, okay.
I still get the advantage on it.
Technically, yes.
That would be actually a 1 dam. Well, it would miss anyway.
It
I
would
missed.
miss. Yeah.
And it was a 1 damage, so I rolled like the worst possible fucking things on both these.
Beautiful.
So
I have great moments and I have fucking nothing.
the creature, still engulfed in flames, turns to Isabella to make a multi-attack.
Oh boy.
Come on, big money.
Well, one of them.
No, they
As-
both hit.
You have a
She's
lot.
got shield
no.
on. She's got shield on, or mage armor on.
Mage armor, so the first one wouldn't hit.
And it can't do the second one if the first
It
one
can't
doesn't
do the
hit.
first one. It can't do the second one. Stupid
What
mage
what
armor.
does that bring you up to? It's what, a plus mage armor is plus
Plus 2.
3? Plus 2?
It's
So you're
13
not.
It's 14.
plus
Oh
your
yeah,
dex.
Oh, it's 13.
which is 12.
Just
So
12.
it's 12. But then I get a +1 for holding my staff.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm
right.
at 13.
Nice.
The staff made her a decent character. No, I'm just kidding.
Sumner, are you okay?
No. That's funny.
Please live.
Wow,
Alright,
okay.
so it's Valor.
So it's Fowler's turn.
I need water. Let's
Well,
try it.
fellow definitely knows something's up now. So, seeing this thing's pretty well handled, I think he's gonna stick to giving it a little push.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, one trick pony.
If it works.
It
Hey,
doesn't.
he
This-
tolls and I
the wi-
stab.
It passed his wisdom check.
Okay, then it does nothing.
All right.
I mean, it'll die anyway. It'll get stabbed 3 more times.
You don't know that. Whoosh, it's your turn.
You have advantage.
Well, she'll start off with short sword attack.
Denial's in the
Oh
river.
my
movie.
God.
That'll miss.
That'll miss.
I'm gonna pop another key for a flurry of blows.
That seems excessive.
It's it's very
Cause it tried to attack Isabella, so I could see yourself getting really mad at the creature.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good reason.
23
But then you have advantage.
23 does hit.
4 damage.
Okay. That's more than enough to put the creature out
Fuck.
of its
Oh well.
flamey misery.
Well, I don't know how much
Oh.
HP it has.
No, absolutely. It was looking weak. That's all. But it got the.
She's
kinda
gonna
got the
fall
job
through
done,
with another attack anyway.
for sure. That would hit. So you punch out some of the
Aggression.
flames on this creature. This
Therapeutic
wormy,
grip.
snake-like creature,
Awesome.
which has a beak very similar to yours.
Just trying to kiss you.
Except yours doesn't have tentacles coming out of it.
It's just trying to give you a kiss. But well, now that that's over with, I just step over it and go back up here.
Um,
I'm just gonna check on Whoosh.
what kind of creature does this look like? I mean, aside from an octopus.
roll a nature check.
Buddy, you don't know what this is, but you can tell it ain't natural.
This is a Grek. It's an odd creature. Definitely
Is
not.
it like
It's considered a monstrosity. It's not a natural creature.
Duration.
Yeah. Well, it. They have a weird, like, rocky-looking hide that makes them. You could see why it got the jump on your party, because it would have been near invisible on the roof of this this hall.
but
So
not
5 healing?
demonic?
Not demonic, no.
Oops.
Just a monster.
Okay, I'm moving to the chapel.
Okay.
She looks a little bit better.
You guys are in the Goblin Shrine here. As I said before, there's a chalice, a knife.
What does it look like it was being used with? Like, is there blood?
There's blood all over the altar and the cloth. That they have a bloodstained cloth draped over the former altar. The altar seems human-made.
I would say, is there a dwarf amount of blood on it? But there's also now 2 dead goblins here, so that probably ruins it a bit.
Yeah, the 2 dead goblins are definitely in the room.
I imagine there's nothing on the big head priest. His robe got taken.
Yeah, he didn't have much on him. The only things of value in the room are the ritualistic items and a few human-made art objects.
I will open this. I'll sneakily open this door and
I
poke my head
would-
in. You would what?
I would like to take one of the ritualistic items, an amulet or something, if I can find it.
Well, you have your choice between a chalice, a knife, and a censer.
A censer.
They're all human-made art objects. They seem to be quite valuable, the 3 items. They're all made of gold.
Okay, well then I'll just take all 3.
Yeah, that woman will pay us for it. Oh, we never did cash her gems into her, did we?
No.
No.
We'll just give her a chalice full of gems.
So the chalice is... yeah, I'll just give you
Be
the
like,
gold.
hey.
I'll give you the gold value of the items just to make it easier. The chalice, you figured, is worth about 150 gold. The knife, you might be able to get 60 gold pieces worth. And the censer is worth another 120 gold.
230 gold.
And sorry, so you meant ritualistic in terms of like just this ceremony, not in terms of like their god or something. Like they weren't religious items. They were just ritualistic in the sense of like whatever they were doing.
They were probably religious,
Used for.
but the goblins repurposed them for their own religion, essentially.
Okay.
Like going to the church and stealing a callus.
All right. Before you pop your head in there, Gail, we've discovered the location of the castle. You've infiltrated the castle, convinced goblins to murder their own in the name of their own god, and we've had a small ambush here of a creepy worm octopus bird creature. Do you guys want to keep going for the night, or do you want to take a break here?
I am starting to feel a bit tired.
Me too. But you make
Same.
it sound like there's something immediately very interesting on the other side of this door.
I can promise you there's not.
Oh.
But
I'll believe him. But no, I think it's a good point to stop
Yeah, we're fine.
before we actually start fighting trouble.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
'Cause,
you're like
I mean, we're being careful, but we will find trouble.
you're a few degrees of separation. Let's just put it at that.
Yeah.
The castle looked much bigger from the outside. So I think this is a good spot to take a break before we finish up the Craigmaw Castle,
Okay, I agree.
All right.
which you guys stumbled across. I mean, the survival check was good, but
How
Yeah.
much did we just completely skip to do that?
not much actually. It's technically it's the next in line. There's just a bunch of side things you could do if you wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
but it is technically the fifth chapter, so you're still in line.
Well, I mean, it's like to get to Craig Maw. Like, did we skip a hobgoblin or two?
I mean,